So now, the moment you all have been waiting for. Yes, that is right. And now, even more tokens. Jolly Balloon Man. What's going on, YouTube? Achilles here, and today I built a Boros control deck. This time around, the Jolly Balloon Man makes an appearance. I saw this card earlier and I was thinking, wait a minute, this would be pretty good with the Overlords. They're not legendaries, and they have enter the battlefield effect. So we could make a 1/1 copy of one of these guys, and whether it's making two 2/1 white insect creature tokens with flying, or just doing 4 damage to something, we're going to get a lot of value with these guys. And on top of that, we are playing all the early stuff against mono red and all those other aggro decks. We are going to make sure we don't die early on, and eventually we'll just take over the game. And we have everything we need for control decks, aggro decks, and I think this is a very well-rounded deck. So let's get right into this list. We got 2 Elspeth Smite, 4 Torch the Tower, 2 Caretaker, 4 Get Lost, 2 Not on My Watch, 4 Caretaker's Talent, 4 Urabrask Forge, 2 The Jolly Balloon Man, 4 Sunfall, 4 Overlord of the Boilerbilges, 4 Overlord of the Mistmoors, and for the lands we got 4 Plains, 3 Mountains, 4 Inspiring Vantage, 4 Restless Bivouac, 1 Blast Zone, 4 Demolition Field, and 4 copies of Fountainport. Let's get into these games. This hand is something else, I'll tell you that much. I don't think I'm going to keep this. This, on the other hand, is a lot better. Rather, honestly, between both the Overlords, I think I would rather open up with Mistmoors more. It's just better. It gives you 2 creatures. It makes your opponent have to worry about them. The 4 damage is very good though, don't get me wrong. Opponent's playing a toxic deck. At least I think that this is a toxic deck. We'll find out. Let's try to find another good mana like that. There is the beginning of the end for me, the poison damage. So I really wanted, I want to bring that out, but I'm gonna get rid of the Skull Dweller. If our opponent's just gonna try to do poison counters, we gotta try to stop them in their tracks as much as possible. So now a random little rabbit appears out of the Caretaker. No, we don't need that, please. No more colorless lands. It's the downside of playing a bunch of colorless lands at the end of the day, but when you're playing against other decks that aren't aggro decks and like one of those more grindy matchups, then it's just great to have, because then you'll outvalue your opponent in the long run. That's why Blast Zone is in here. It is good against aggro decks as well. If you think about it, like right off the bat, if they had like 3 1-drops, I'd be able to destroy all of them. But Blast Zone's good against cards we can't hit, like Urabrask Forge, for example. If they would play 1, I could bring this to 3 and then get rid of it, you know, because this can't hit an artifact. So it just gives this deck to another angle at getting rid of things. That's why this card in general is good. You could throw this in any deck. I always recommend it. If you think your deck has room in its land base to do it. Look at that. Just gonna hit him with more moths. I don't think they're gonna be able to deal with 4 of these guys, eh? We'll get the Urabrask Forge ticking now. Hit him for what, 9? Unless they have some surprise. They would proliferate. But if I do this, do they still proliferate? I don't think so. They don't. Go to 4 poison counters, 6 to go. More cards. Now they only have 2 mana to play with. That's another forge. Might as well. Yeah, might as well use it. And then we swing for 5, and next turn it's over because our first Overlord is gonna come out to the battlefield and hang out with everyone. And yeah, that's it. And what's cool is if they have another Serum Snare or even a Whisper of the Dross, I could Fountainport. If they, of course, target our friend over here. Can't do much about that, so unfortunately we lose our creature. It's a good card. Might as well draw a card at this point. Either way, even if I get rid of this, I still get the poison counter, which is why Rask's Fall is good. If their opponent has, like, let's say they even get a poison counter on me, they could just do this just to get the poison counter on you, and then they could start using all their proliferate effects, which is pretty cool. Get rid of this one. Yeah, we get it. We get to go first. I like this hand. You know what? I'm gonna go keep the Torch to Tower open. Oh, but it's an Azurius control deck if I had to imagine. Oh, nope. It is the Oculus deck. It's going to be interesting. It's pretty good for them to surveil that off their first card. He must be happy. Oh yeah. Look at that. Insanity. I love it. Don't worry guys, I'm not calling it quits yet. I think we're chilling still. I'm gonna get rid of this now, in case it happens to be another Oculus, or even that, I guess. Not on my watch. Probably have a counter or something, but we got lucky. discard another creature. But they attacked, I see. Okay, so they could easily into the Flood Maw, I think it is, that one drop that bounces. The Forge, which they're obviously probably playing 4 of. But that only bounces it. So if I could hold my ground against my opponent over here, then this card on its own will win us the game. Now they don't have any mana open, which is really good for us. Get rid of this right off the bat. And now, double trouble. Now we just got the Elspeth Smite. Just, oh man. Okay, so what's really good is if they try to block one of our Urabrask Forge Phyrexian Horror tokens, then the Elspeth Smite is going to be good. But they still have 1 mana open, and who knows what they could do. We're just going to go for it, I mean, it's just the name of the game. Now we're going to hit them with the Elspeth Smite. See how they react. It's fine. I probably should use the Fountainport to draw off that, but we'll still do that. Actually, no. Let's see what I get off the top of my deck first. Lands, which I can play. You know, honestly, I'm going for the draw. But then okay, so that means I could still use this real quick though. Oh wait, no. Whoa, wait, no, I didn't want to use that land. Wait a minute. Go back. Oh, auto pay. Greatest, worst enemy in the world. It's a great card. That's so funny. Just remember, everyone, autopay isn't your friend. And sometimes you get so comfortable using it because you just think that the game just always knows what you're trying to do, but they prioritize the Demolition Field to be live over the Fountainport being open for, so it's just so many options open that I guess that it has to pick one of them. So I mean, I guess they thought that was more important, or whatever it is, doesn't matter. We could hopefully beat them before they could beat us. They get another Haughty Djinn. I might do that. Oh yeah. Great card, but it's gonna be 8. And if I do this, it'll be 11. Yeah, look at that. Get it. That was scary. Opponent goes first. I'm going to keep this. I always keep a 2-land hand for opponent goes first because I could always have an extra card to draw to potentially get our 3rd land. And in this case, all we really need is 3. But at the same time, we don't have no way to produce tokens, so gotta figure it out. Got one piece of the puzzle. Just in case they have sent with haste, I'll do it this way. How dare they? Oh, I know what they're playing. They're doing a Venerated Rod Priest deck where you just do a lot of insane plays. I'm gonna just do this right now. Because they do the Mockingbird and all that to make sure that doesn't die, and they're doing that now, which is fine. But this one could be close, even though they don't have that many cards. The Venerated Rod Priest just produces so much value. Very scary, actually. Do it this way. This way, next turn, I could now go for Overlord and get past the ward cost. Because I don't want to leave my mana open, go on my watch, and then run into another thing. Like, because I have to pay the ward cost. I feel like this is at least like a block the poison counter that I'm going to receive. Because I don't think they could get trample on this. And this also gives me another thing to block in case they do another one of these on the Venerated Rod Priest. It's kind of like insurance. Alright, the moment of truth. Of course. I go to 5, now they're gonna get me again. I go to 6. Best case scenario, I draw lands. So I could do double, but now I can't, so I'm just gonna do this. While they have 2 cards only in their hand, this could hopefully be good. No way, it's so funny. Alright. We're not out of this yet, guys, but it's gonna be close. Uh, 7. Now I go to 8. This is horrifying. Best case scenario, I get Sunfall. Oh my goodness. They have a counter, don't they? I mean, gotta give it credit. The only problem with that deck, though, is if they don't draw the Venerated Rod Priest, then their plan goes right out the window. But when you do draw it, that happens. We get to go first on this one. I'm gonna keep it because Urabrask Forge is a game winner on its own. So if I could get to 3, I'm chilling. And plus I have this early removal. So let's see what they got. Opponent's thinking, and they're done thinking. Alright, you don't have to panic yet. Almost gonna panic if I don't show my 3rd land. But it's okay. Okay, we got the 3rd land. I'm honestly gonna be risky and do this. If they could somehow do 20 damage to me, then I'll feel upset and regret everything, but if not, we are gonna have a good time. See how much damage they could dish out. There goes my card I like so much. Alright. So I'm gonna feel very silly if they have that hexproof card now on top of everything. I guess I do feel very silly. Best case scenario, I just draw a land and I Sunfall. And we get the best case scenario. Give me back my Urabrask Forge. We have 3 removal spells in our hand. Let's see what our opponent does. Alright. That's something. That is also something. Yikes. So, 2, 4. I think I'm gonna play with all this mana open. See what I could do. I feel like playing reactive is better. Especially when stuff like that can happen. Now we can get out of here. That, you know, you want that right now. Aha, Surprise, Elspeth Smite. Ooh, look who's here, Balloon Man. Might make an appearance if our opponent doesn't surrender, but might have a couple tricks up their sleeve still. We are at 5, so we gotta be a little defensive. I just want to make a bunch of tokens with this. Well then. Get me to 3. Her opponent's just looking at this card like, what is this? I got the plan. Oh, it's sorcery speed. Oh, imagine if it wasn't. I was gonna say let's do that right now. That's why I didn't attack with that. Oh no. Are they gonna do what I think they're gonna do? Okay. Not on my watch. So now, the moment you all have been waiting for. Yes, that is right. And now, even more tokens. Jolly Balloon Man. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Tell me what you think of the deck. Tell me what you think of the Jolly Balloon Man. Let me know in the comments section down below. Please like the video and subscribe if you have not already. I have new videos coming out every day. And on that note, take care everyone. Have a great day.